At 25, I owed $50,000 and was making $65,000 a year. I should have been financially comfortable, right? Wrong. I was drowning. Every month, more money went out than came in. I was that guy using credit cards to pay other credit cards. But here's what nobody tells you about debt. It's not just about money. It changes who you are. It makes you lie to people you love. It makes you avoid phone calls. It makes you feel like a failure when everyone thinks you're successful. Today, I'm going to tell you the exact strategy I used to go from $50,000 in debt to completely debt-free in 18 months. But more importantly, I'm going to tell you the psychological tricks I had to overcome, because that's where most people fail. Let me tell you exactly how I got into this mess. Because understanding the how is crucial to understanding the why behind the escape strategy. At 22, I graduated college with $28,000 in student loans. Not terrible by today's standards, but that was just the beginning. I got my first real job making $45,000 a year. After taxes, about $2,800 take-home per month. Here's where the trap began. I felt like I deserved to live like a college graduate with a real job. So I got my own apartment, $200 a month instead of living with roommates for $600. I bought a car, not a luxury car, just a reliable Honda Civic, but it was $350 a month instead of keeping my old beater. Within 6 months, my fixed expenses were $1,200 rent, $350 car, $280 student loans, $150 insurance, $100 phone, $80 internet. That's $2,160. I had $640 left for food, gas, clothes, entertainment, and savings. Guess what happened to savings? But the real killer wasn't the big expenses, it was the lifestyle creep. I started eating out more because I work hard. I got a gym membership because I need to stay healthy. I bought better clothes because I need to look professional. Each decision made sense individually, but collectively they were financial suicide. By year 2, I got a promotion to $55,000. You'd think this would solve everything. It made everything worse. Because now I qualified for better credit cards. The bank increased my limits without me asking. Suddenly, I had access to $15,000 in credit across 4 cards. And here's the insidious part. I didn't go crazy buying stuff. I just relaxed. I started using credit for the gap between paychecks. Oh, I'll just put groceries on the card and pay it off next month. But next month had its own gaps. The balance started at $500, then $200, then $3,000. And here's where the psychology gets really dangerous. I started justifying everything. This dinner out is networking. These clothes are an investment in my career. This vacation is necessary for my mental health. Every purchase became a business expense in my mind. The wake-up call came when I was 25. I sat down to apply for a mortgage because I thought I was ready to buy a house. I pulled my credit report and saw the number. $5,147 in total debt. Student loans, credit cards, car loan, even a personal loan I'd forgotten about. But the worst part wasn't the number. It was the minimum payments, $847 per month just to service debt. That's $10,164 per year just to stay in the same place. I was paying more in debt service than most people pay in rent. Most debt advice fails because it's like telling someone drowning to swim harder. You don't need motivation. You need a mathematical system. I researched everything. Snowball method. Feels good, costs thousands extra. Consolidation? My 520 credit score said no. Then I found the debt avalanche. Pay minimums on everything. Attack the highest interest rate with everything else. Saturday morning, I faced my numbers. Capital One, $8,900 at 24.99%. Chase, $6,200 at 21.99%. Car loan, $12,400 at 6.5%. Student loans, $22,647 at 4.2%. Total, $5,147. Then, the gut punch. Paying minimums only would take 47 years and cost $127,000. I literally threw up. That day, I became ruthless. Apartment. From $1,400 to $800 with roommates. Saved $600 monthly. Sold my Camry for $14,500. Bought a $3,000 Honda. Freed up $389 monthly plus $2,100 cash. Meal prep obsession, $600 food budget to $200. Saved $400. Started door dashing. Nights and Saturdays, extra $600 monthly. Sold everything, PlayStation, watches, guitar. Raised $3,200. Total monthly weapon, $1,989 plus $3,200 lump sum. Capital One at 24.99% became enemy number one. Month 1, fired $5,180 at it. Balance dropped from $8,900 to $3,711. Month 2, another $1,989. Balance $1,722 month. Sear dead. Critical. That freed $2,167. Payment joined my avalanche. New total, $2,256 monthly. Chase at 21.99% died in 3 months. Car loan at 6.5%, 4 months. Student loans demolished. Each dead debt made the avalanche bigger. By month 12, I was throwing $2,131 monthly at the last debt. The avalanche rewired my brain. I wasn't broke anymore. I was a debt assassin. Friends ate sushi while I ate beans. They leased BMWs while I drove a beater. But every dollar I saved was buying freedom 25% faster. DoorDash became addictive. Make $100, throw it at debt immediately. Watching balances drop was my Netflix. 18 months total, from $5,147 to $0. Saved $72,200 and 45 years versus minimum payments. My credit score went from 520 to 740. Tonight, list every debt with interest rates. Highest rate is your target. Find $50 extra. Then $100. Then watch math and momentum combine. Stop managing debt. Start murdering it. Here's why 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Most debt advice is garbage. Pay more than minimum. Skip your latte. That's like telling someone drowning to swim harder. You need a mathematical weapon. At rock bottom with $5,147 in debt, I spent 3 months researching everything. Snowball method? Feels good, costs $8,400 extra in interest. Debt consolidation? My 520 credit score got laughed at. Balance transfers? 5% upfront I didn't have. Then I found the debt avalanche. Pure math. Pay minimums on everything. Attack the highest interest rate with everything else. October 14th, 2022. Locked in my room with every statement. Here's what I found. Capital One, $8,900 at 24.99%. Chase, $6,200 at 21.99%. Car loan, $12,400 at 6.5%. Student loans, $22,647 versed at 4.2%. Total, $5,147. The calculation that broke me, minimum payments only, 47 years and $127,000 total. I was buying everything twice plus gifting banks a Tesla. I literally threw up, then got angry. Within 48 hours, I restructured everything. This was war. Ditched my Wally $400 apartment, got roommates. New rent, $800, saved $600 monthly. Sold my Camry with heated seats for $14,500. Bought a rattling Honda for $3,000. Freed $389 monthly plus $2,100 cash. Meal prep became religion. Sunday 3 hours, same menu. Grocery bill, $600 to $200. Each meal calculated $187 lunch, $213 dinner. DoorDash Tuesday, Thursday, Friday nights. Saturdays all day. Average $600 monthly after gas. Sold everything. PlayStation, $400. Watches, $800. Guitar, $300. Jordans, $1,200. Raised $3,200 in 2 weeks. Total monthly weapon, $1,989 plus $3,200 cash. October 30th, avalanche begins. Capital One at 24.99%. Public enemy number one. Day 1, fired. $5,089 balance. Dropped from $8,900 to $3,011. I refresh the app 12 times daily. Month. 2 $1,989s balance, $1,722s. Month. 3. December 18th, 10:47 p.m. Sitting in my Honda between deliveries, Capital One dead. Critical moment. That freed $267 joined my avalanche. Coworker said, treat yourself. No, new weapon, $2,256 monthly. Chase died in 3 months. Car loan in 4. Each death made the avalanche bigger. By month 12, I was throwing $2,831 at student loans. Friends invited me to $200 sushi dinners. I'd show up with Tupperware. They laughed. They're still making minimums today. Stop, don't click anything. Don't scroll. Look at me. You have 2 options right now. 2. Option 1. You close this video. Go back to Instagram, to TikTok, to Netflix. Tomorrow you wake up with the same debt. Next month, more interest. Next year, more broke. 10 years from now, still a slave. Option 2. You act now, not tomorrow. Not Monday, now! Get your phone. Open your banking app. Now, I'll wait. Did you open it? Add up all your debts. See that number? That number is growing 24.99% per year. While you breathe, it grows. While you sleep, it grows. Here's your war plan. Screenshot this. Comment WAR if you're starting today. Not I'll think about it. Not good idea. WAR or nothing. Share this with that person in debt. Not tomorrow, now. Save their financial life. Follow me to watch the execution. Every week I post a live debt assassination. Last thing, if you don't act today, come back here in a year. You'll be in the same place. Or worse. The choice is yours. Always has been. Now go. Kill that debt!